Some may know the 17-year-old's voice from local gigs around her hometown of Battle Creek. Others may recognize her from last year's American Song Contest as the state of Michigan's representative, where she made it to the semifinals. For this month's Made in Michigan, I sat down with Ada LeAnn in her home studio to learn what it's like following her dreams at such a young age.
I'm so caught up in like this mindset of I'm doing this, like I'm gonna move to Nashville, I'm like gonna get my start, like I'm gonna make it.
As a verified artist with over 25,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, Ada LeAnn continues to grow as a budding singer-songwriter, but was hesitant to start.
I was always very nervous to sing in front of everybody, so for me that was more of like a private thing that I did. My parents, they pushed me a little, just a little bit, not a bad push. And so I started doing like all these like cringy plays and musicals in middle school. And like I got like a lead role in one of the shows. So I just started doing that and getting some solos in like my choir. I did like one singing competition locally and I ended up winning it. People started calling.
So how did you start first going to Nashville? Because you go there quite frequently.
I think it was like summer after my 8th grade year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I've been going a long time. My dad like knew this guy who was a youth pastor for who my main producer is now. We went in and like looked at the studio and just like planned our next trip, and now me and him have been working together for almost 5 years.
I don't really miss you, honest who you used to be.
Very few people can say that they knew exactly what they wanted to be in middle school. But Ada LeAnn is unlike any young person I've ever met. She's driven, even if it comes at a cost.
I would miss out on a lot of like fun high school things. Like I wouldn't go to the football games because I would be at home like working on something, or I didn't get to go to my winter formal because I was in Nashville. It's hard. I really believe I can do this if I really apply myself, so I think it's worth it.
Does that feeling of missing out, does that inspire your work?
I have a lot of songs that are like about social anxiety, or I do have a lot of songs about fear of missing out.
I'm always overthinking it Friday in my bed again. I don't need your pity, I'm just effing lonely.
I'm writing like a lot, so, and it's not like it's forced. Like I love writing and like I wouldn't have it any other way. We're in my studio.
I love it.
So I come down here a couple times a week. This is where I struggle with balance because my time management is horrible. And you know, if I come home from school and like I'm feeling really inspired, I like will come down here and I will not leave down here until like 10 o'clock at night.
Tell me about your latest single.
So my latest single is called I'm Not in the Mood. And it's like my first kind of dip into the darker pop lane. It's kind of where I'm wanting to focus on being at the moment. And I feel like I'm being taken more seriously as like a pop artist now.
In her recent concert at the Franke Center of the Arts in Marshall, Ada LeAnn opened with her latest single, and the audience was definitely in the mood. I'm excited to see what the future holds for this singer-songwriter made in Michigan.